Aston Villa lead Manchester United by a goal to nil. So for the second time this weekend, at half-time in the Premier League, we are 45 minutes away from the Red Ribbons becoming the blue of Manchester City. But what's happened to Manchester United?
Well, I thought they started pretty good for 20 minutes, but Villa had one moment and they capitalised. I mean, so far, we have to say Stan has been right. The fact that he saw Villa finding a way to get something, and it's just McGinn. You know, he wins the ball back in a good area. Troy's been so effective, gets a bit lucky there, but it's a heck of a finish, isn't it, Mo?
It is. It's a great finish. I think it could be avoided by Manchester United. However, I think Targett does really well, because here I'm thinking you better step back. You're 2 against 1 and you're going to get counter-attacked. But he was very brave. He actually pressed Greenwood, wins the ball, and all of a sudden then there's a problem for you centre midfielders to explain.
A huge problem, and we discussed it earlier, me and Owen, regarding the communication about Fred. He's in a position where you don't have the right to play that ball, but if you play that ball, can McTominay give you an extra yard?
Yeah, maybe just drop off 1 yard, yeah, then he can clear. But again, he's weak standing in that challenge there. Credit Villa, they win it back, and then just a bit of quality from Troy, a heck of a finish, no chance for Dean Henderson, but that was their only shot on target there, and I think United would be disappointed because it was quite avoidable. And again, all United fans are speaking about is Fred and McTominay, that double pivot. Can Paul play in there? Can they have Bruno and only have one of them? And if you're going to keep conceding goals like that, like they did against Roma and they did again today, then don't be surprised if you see Cavani come off the bench and Paul Pogba go in central midfield.
That's soft. Lindelof's
Very
soft
as well.
Yeah. I mean, he's got to make a firm enough challenge there. But I find it fascinating, the centre-halves, because I've obviously pressed... the sitting midfield players, I've pressed the likes of yourselves before, and you can almost get... When there's 2 in there, 2 close together, you can actually mark 2 players with 1. So I agree. I think you've got to really split yourself there. But
also McGinn as well. You must know the opposition and what kind of football they play. He was that type of player who pressed and he tried to get that ball.
Yeah, so that's how it stands. City champions as we stand. Where are you on the Fred McTominay debate then, in terms of Manchester United as a former midfield player? Do they need them both all the time?
No, I think they need only one of them. I don't think they need both. I would say Fred. I think he's improved quite a lot on his position because he kept it simple. But there was just lack of communication. It's something that McTominay could have said, clear it, get it away, and then he won't put himself. But if I have to choose, I'll choose Fred. And probably Pogba. We haven't seen much of him as well. If he play more deeper role, he get involved more. So his short and long passing range become more valuable rather than position where he plays today.
This is a great debate that we've had on this show, isn't it? And I know every Manchester United fan around the world would agree with you. Get Pogba in alongside one City midfield player. Then you can get an extra body going forward, the likes of Cavani, and you can put Fernandes in behind with the 2 normal wide players. However, as it is, you have to put Cavani on the bench because you don't trust Pogba in the middle as a sitting midfielder, so you have to then stick him out wide. It's a conundrum. And whenever they play against a very, very good side, he goes back to basics. He goes back to thinking, no, I need those 2 protective midfield players. When he's playing an average team at home, he'll go and play all his stars because he lets the shackles off. But I don't think he totally trusts Pogba in that role as a centre midfield player alongside one of them.
So what about the second half now? Pep Guardiola's got the bottle of champagne wherever he's watching it in the fridge. It's cooling. Is it going to be popped, or can United change something and come back and prevent a celebration today?
Well, United are one of the best in the world at coming from behind.
28 points.
Exactly, and one of the best in the world away from home. So Oli will change it. Get Cavani at the top of the pitch. Marcus is better on the left. Get Pogba inside. Take off one defensive midfield players. The game is there to be won. Villa are good defensively with Martinez in that back 4. But I think United, if they play properly, they're going to get a couple.
You're frowning, Stan. You're frowning.
No, it's what is really interesting. Man United haven't really tested Villa.
No.
Everything is in front of the Villa defence. The midfielders are quite packed up. Nobody runs behind. What they have to do is they just have to slide and just be compact. Maybe bring in Cavani, that will give a different option because he's mobile, he likes to run away from defenders, and he also can bring others around. With Rashford, he's not in the box. He's everywhere by the box.
Fascinating. Well, we know Manchester United are the best team.